No fucking way. Since we finally have an APU, don't need that. This is how I activate it. Gotta hold this for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. There it is. For those of you guys who don't know, semi trucks most of the times can't be idling all night. A lot of semi trucks, not all of them, but most semi trucks have a system where once the truck is off, this right here, we can tell, press right here. You hear that? The truck is completely off, 100% off, but the APU allows for it to get hot or cold in here. But I got this little power inverter in here as well, which is what I use to connect my PlayStation. Oh, and I also got a brand new PlayStation, guys. Got a PlayStation 5, just updated it, finished doing all the updates. So now I can finally get to play. I got about 8 hours before I gotta make this delivery, and then I gotta go pick up one more pallet as well in the morning. Let's get comfy and let's game it up and eat some food before we gotta make this delivery.
As you may know, the Appalachian Mountains are filled with dense, unexplored wilderness, and many people who live in these remote areas state that they have had strange encounters on the land. This being said, take a look at this recent trail cam footage here. The first shot shows two abnormally skinny humanoid creatures slowly crawling around on the ground. The one in the front has something human-like hanging from its mouth. The second shot shows them briskly walking past, noticing the trail cam. Now this footage is just deeply unsettling. The way these creatures just move around is enough to give you nightmares. But commenters believe that these things here were skinwalkers, the demonic witch spirits that shapeshift and disguise themselves within the skin of humans and animals. But others think it could be some other kind of cryptid creature like the rake. Or maybe even something else. And because this was supposedly taken in the Appalachian Mountains, which as I said, have reports of creature sightings often, people believe it even more.
Disturbing facts about the human body. By age 60, you would have lost about half of your taste buds. You shed about 8 pounds of skin per year. It's possible to grow tumors with hair, teeth, and even eyes. There are mites living in your eyelashes.
Scariest things found in the deep ocean. Baby megalodon caught on camera. What they're showing you right now is a regular shark. There, do you see it? This is the baby megalodon. It's bigger than an adult shark.
Are in present day in the disturbing case of Jessica Chambers, the girl who was burned alive. On December 6, 2014, a first responder showed up to the site of a car fire and saw something that would scar him for life. A few feet away from the car was a body engulfed in flames walking towards him with their arms stretched out. He said it was like something from a horror movie. This was Jessica Chambers, a 19-year-old cheerleader. She'd suffered severe burns to over 90% of her body, and somehow she was still alive. The EMT was asking her who did this, and they said that it sounded like she was saying something like Derek or Eric. But the damage around her mouth was so bad and her body was so burned that she couldn't move to form words. A flammable liquid had been poured down her throat and up her nose. She was in so much pain but pushed through to see her mom before she passed. And her mom actually told her that if she needed to pass on, it was okay. People began searching for a culprit because who could do something so evil? The autopsy showed that there was bruising to her chest area, indicating a possible SA. Maybe the person thought they strangled her and set both her and the car on fire to destroy evidence, only they didn't realize that Jessica was still alive. This footage is the last time she was ever seen before getting set on fire. Around 5:30 p.m., she went to a gas station around a mile and a half from where she was found. She also briefly spoke to her mom on the phone, and her mom said that she sounded kind of distant. It almost felt like someone else was there. And at 7:30 p.m., her cell phone data shows her driving to the area where she would later be found. As people started to look for someone named Derek or Eric, a jogger found her keys in the grass. The police tested the DNA and it came back to a man named Quentin Tellis. Quentin initially said that he was only with Jessica that morning, but after police showed him cell phone location data that put him with her at 7 p.m. that night, he said that he got a friend to pick him up. Fact-checking this, police discovered that friend was out of town. Text messages showed that he made several romantic advances towards Jessica, which she rebuffed. And they had to find these texts on Jessica's phone because Quentin had deleted all traces of communication that he had with her after her death. Super sketch. He also had gas cans in his garage, but it's a garage. So Quentin was charged in Jessica's case, but the trial was a mess. Who was Derek or Eric? People were really focused on this and couldn't let it go. A speech pathologist testified that her throat was probably too damaged to form words. And it's also possible that through all the trauma, Jessica didn't know what was going on. A prosecutor even allegedly asked a witness to say that Jessica had nicknamed Quentin Eric. And this is a huge no. Quentin was tried in her case twice, but both trials ended in a deadlock. But immediately after the second trial, Quentin was taken into custody for a second case. This was for the murder of Ming Chen Hsiao, and she was found in her apartment on August 8, 2015. Police believed the 34-year-old had been brutally stabbed around 30 times. Authorities believed that the perpetrator did this over and over again until she finally confessed her PIN to her debit card, which Quentin Tellis was later caught using. Both Ming Chen and Quentin's phones called her bank that night, and Quentin's was the one that gained access to the account using the PIN. Quentin did admit to using her debit card fraudulently, but he said that it was given to him by a group of men. And infuriatingly, the murder charges in Ming Chen's case were dropped, and Quentin was only charged with using her debit card, and he was sentenced to 10 years in prison, which he's currently serving. But being connected to two different women who died in extremely graphic ways. That is a very strange coincidence. He was sentenced to 10 years, and I believe he'll be released in 2026. As of right now, there's no solid answers in Jessica's case and no justice. But if prosecutors want to put together a clean trial with clear evidence, they will have the chance to do this once Quentin's released for serving for credit card fraud. Let me know your thoughts on this case and follow my account if you like true crime.
Scariest ocean clips ever recorded.
All hands, hoist the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. Now some have died and some are alive, and others sail on the sea with their keys to the cage and the devil to pay. We're late to fiddler's grave. Yo.
Travis the chimp. On the 16th of February 2009, Travis the chimp attacked his owner's friend Charla Nash. Travis brutally mauled Charla, causing her to get a full face transplant.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend!
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please!
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up! With a gun! With a gun! Hurry
Who
up!
has a gun?
Please, hurry up! He's killing my girlfriend! 911, where's your emergency?
My dad's being really mean to my mommy.
What's he doing?
He's hitting my mom and he's hitting her to the ground.
How old are you?
12.
So he's physically hurting your mom?
He's hitting her to my bed and he's making marks on my mom.
Do you know what they're fighting about?
Everything! Get off my mother!
Who's at the house with you guys?
Just my sister, my dad, and my mom. My dad's hitting my mom. I need help.
Okay, they're coming. Okay, how old's your sister?
9.
Do you know if anybody's been drinking?
My dad has. They're fighting really bad.
You're leaving?
Yes. Oh my God!
What's going on?
Mommy!
Can you tell me what happened, honey?
My dad hit my mom and he pushed her into a flower pot. Oh my God, he's hurting me! He's hurting me now!
Did you go?
Your gloves!
You need to go away from them, okay? You need to take your sister.
My mom broke her arm!
Your mother has broke her arm?
Please hurry! My dad broke my mom's arm! Get away from me! No! No! They're coming for you! They're all coming for you! The police and everything! You're harassing her! Are you coming soon?
Yes, honey, they're coming, okay? They're on their way.
Oh my God! No, he just pushed her! He pushed her really hard! And she fell again! And we're all outside! My mom really hurt her arm! Dad! Get off me! Get off my mommy! Are you guys know what it's here? It's really bad!
He's never done this before?
Well, they've been fighting for a long time. Like, he's never took it this far. We tried to get in the car, but he won't let her. Get out! Ow! He's really mean. Really mean. We're going. I'm in the car right now. He's not letting us go. He's holding on. Out of my car. We're pulling out of our driveway right now. Go fast, Mommy, go fast. Oh my God, he's dead. He's dead. He's really dead.
What happened?
He was hanging onto the car and he fell off and...
Did she run over him with the car?
My father's dead. Please come help. My father's dead.
Did she run over him with the car?
Not on purpose. He was holding onto the window and he fell right off and he's bleeding really bad. I don't want to live here anymore.
Warning, the following video is extremely disturbing. You've been warned.